Namaste, good morning, good evening. Today we are talking about what exactly data science is all about. I will take you through a small session or understanding about data science. I am Poornachand Kalyampudi. I am co-founder of DataWeather.com, and as part of our work, we are going to educate so many students, people through our videos with my experience in the last 12.5 years in data science in different domains. Let's start. What is data science? Let's explore data science. So what do you mean by data? So data. Everywhere you see data now, data words and this data, that data, give me the data. This is not right data. This is not wrong data, or where this data came from, how this data got generated, etc., etc. What exactly data means? So we will start with what is data. So take an instance. Now I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you as a peer, instructor, and experienced person in data science. I need to tell. I told you my name. It's a data point. I told you about my experience in this industry. 12.6. It's a data point. So these are data points related to Poornachand Kalyampudi with respect to data science and data analytics. So create a data or already created data, what kind of work you need to do in that and how you are going to do that, we are going to see. Let's explore. I'll take you through this course, discuss. It is not like an instructed based discussion. It's more of an interactive. I want you to understand. Hopefully, I'll see some questions in the comment section. And yes, let's get into it. So, what is the purpose of this data science, right? So, to understand the basics of data science, what does it do, and how it is going to help, and why it is so important in this current scenario, is the purpose of this entire course. Okay, so why? What is the data? What does it do? What is the importance of data science in our day-to-day life? Take any example. Now, I am standing and talking and delivering. What was the idea which I got to start this? I felt okay. So, how many people are young and aspirant data science scientists or who wants to make their career in the data science? And I did some analysis, and I looked into the data which is available over the internet, and I found that okay, let's educate some of them through the videos. So that's how I got to know about that's how I got to this kind of decision or outcome to start this particular course. So why? What is data science? You are a detective. We are going to play detective game with numbers. So you have so many numbers. You need to understand what is the purpose of these numbers and these data points. I keep on telling about data points, and we want to understand what to do with those data points, and we have to identify a hidden insight out of this data. So through our data science, that is what it is all about in a nutshell. So it will help, this data science will help us understand information hidden in big piles of data. So piles, big piles, small data, very less data, anywhere. So you need to get some sense out of this data, right? How to do that? Using mathematics, computers, and logic to find patterns. These are all help. Scientific tools and technologies or mathematics and these computers, they will help us to get to a conclusion from this particular data to understand or to improvise our business or our needs, okay, or to make sense of it, right? Further, why is it important? I kept a big dinosaur picture as part of the power of, just to portray the power of data science. It's a superpower, I say, superpower for businesses and organizations. You may ask how, right? So go to a shop, dukan or a small shop. How does the shopkeeper invites you? It's a data point. And how, so sometimes he say, sir, you took Rexona soap last time. It's almost a month. Take. Do you want any soap? Okay, give one Rexona soap to sir. So he understood the need of your day-to-day requirements, and he made a note of it. That's a data point. Maybe it's in his brain. So if it is in more organized manner, if you go to supermarket or somewhere, some forth, you will never see a scenario that you out of stock in a continuously monitored system. So if that is the scenario, that means they need to refill it. How do they know? based on the number of purchases or number of people who come and buy those things, so on and so forth. These are all the data points from where they will count, they will add, they will store these data points to get an output or insight out of it, and they will improve their business further, right? It's a simplest use case you will ever see in your day-to-day life, and it helps them make better decisions. So instead of refilling 30 Rexona soaps, they bought some, they didn't refill, but they bought something else. So usually some other brand or some other soap or some other thing where the usual customer comes and asks for it, and he when he felt that item is not available with the store, then he will tend to go to the next store, other store. So indirectly you are saying that we are saying that the current shopkeeper lost a potential customer, a business customer, because there is a mm, unavailability of that particular item. Okay, so to improvise that, you need to do some decisions, more sophisticated decisions. So since I gave a very simplest possible example, in future you will get to see for a bigger organizations and businesses, you will understand the complexities and robustness which we use, which we get an insight out of this particular data. So you need to understand their customers, and so as I told, you can even predict the future. What how many customers are going to come and buy these many products. And so it's a understanding the customers patterns and customers requirement, and we will create a small decision based model which will get to a conclusion that you need to stack up your store with these many items. So it's used in all sorts of fields, from healthcare to shopping to entertainment to energy sector to any whether e-commerce or even in sunspot data also. So what do you mean by sunspot data? It is just you are seeing during summers and winters you see so much of heating, global warming, etc. being risen up. So what are the reasons and problems, or why it is being increased? So there has been so many researches which are going on during in that particular scenario, also using data science and machine learning algorithms. So you name a scenario, data science is being applied and continuously being monitored and trying to get a more and better data driven actionable insights. We will see what's exactly inside the data science. So how to start? It's a small cycle. We can add other points as well. So it starts with collecting the data. So you identify when you identify your business goal, or even if you do not identify the business goal also, you need to collect the data, because data is the bread and butter for the entire data science output. And then clean the data. You may say, what do you mean by clean the data? So every time you will not get the right exact and correct data, or sometimes you will get junk data, sometimes you will get garbage data which is not at all right point, which got captured because of various errors, and sometimes you will see missing data, so on and so forth. So you will tend to clean the data as part of our building machine learning algorithms in the end, and then look for the patterns. So when you clean the data, so let's say you have captured the data which is of 1,000 variables, some 3 lakh row items, and then 1,000 variables. Do you need all those 1,000 variables for your end outcome? I don't think so. So maybe out of these 1,000 variables, 100 to 200 variables are derived variables. When I say derived variables, it is as simple as saying I like mangoes, and after that, how many mangoes I bought, and in the other variable which says I do not like mangoes in during these months. So with one variable itself, if you want to if you get to able to understand the pattern, there the other two variables will become redundant, and you need to remove the variables. We will see all those things, techniques, tools, and patterns, and how to do those things using different programming languages in the future classes. So you need to clean the data. That is the whole point over here, and you need to look for the patterns and then generate the insights. So using all our machine learning algorithms, or even um, with the data visualization tools and techniques. So it is just a complete picture cycle, I say, and this is what is inside the data science. Then what do you need to develop these kind of data science, or you want to become a data scientist? You should be having a basic mathematic background. I will say statistics. You may ask, why do I need statistics? If I isn't it enough to be a good programmer? I will say no, because you may code, you will see, you will get an output, but you will be a coder, you will be a programming language, or you will be good at that programming language, but not the data science of it. So without knowing mean mode, median, or measure of central tendency or variance, you cannot understand, or you cannot move forward with respect to other sets. And then algebra, you need to understand the real time linear relationship, this the basic understanding of patterns and trends. And then programming languages, I would recommend you to know at least these four programming languages, or two, three minimum. Python, or both are openly available. And SQL is being a tool to extract the data, and then BI tools, business intelligence tools, are those tools where you will be able to see or showcase the entire data in a more beautiful patterns and trends, using different skill set. Logical reasoning, yes, that is very important to build all these things, and you need to have a good amount of data interpretation. So if I see a line graph or bar graph, how do you need to explain with the easiest manner, easiest manner to represent the data? What are your next steps? So yes, these are the major next steps, and we will be covering these things with real-time examples in future. And first one is understanding the mathematics behind the concept, as I told, which is very important. And then machine learning algorithm fundamentals, why we need to do, what is the significance, and what are the limitations for each and individual machine learning algorithms. And then what are the data pre-processing and data visualization techniques? They are also very important to understand the end goal. And getting familiar with big data tools and technologies like Hadoop, Hive, or these Apache, or some cloud-based tech tools like GCP or Google Cloud platform, or data warehouses like Snowflake, or another cloud platform like AWS, etc. And the end, of course, you need to look into the real world problems in different domains. I'll take you through some of the um, programs, some of the Python code. I'll build some very small applications to understand why you need to use this particular machine learning algorithm for that particular problem statement, and how to drill down the problem statement from end to end using a series of videos. Where to follow? Please follow, subscribe our YouTube channel, and then you can follow Data Veda LinkedIn page, and you can look at poornachandkalyampudi.com. That's my website, and you can understand where exactly these videos being posted. Hopefully, we will continue soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.